Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. Moving a large military fighting force from the USA to Europe is an expensive and time-consuming exercise. It makes more sense to have heavy equipment in place at specific locations. For that reason, the U.S. military utilizes pre-positioning stockpiles, and one such location for the U.S. Marine Corps is in a top-secret cave in Norway. In 1981, the United States and the government of Norway signed a Memorandum of Understanding, allowing the U.S. to pre-position military equipment in Norway. Since it was the Cold War and the U.S. did not want it targeted, it was decided to build a cave system to store this equipment. Therefore, in 1982, the construction of the caves started during the height of the Cold War. By 1988, the caves had been completed, and the location was named Marine Corps Pre-Positioning Program, Norway. Without wasting time, the Marine Corps started moving equipment in just for the Cold War to end in 1989. But the location remained available and is still utilized to this day. Today, Marine Rotational Force Europe taps pre-positioned stocks at MCPPN for rapid response and sustained operations. MRFE is a permanent deployment to Norway, so the Marines can have a foothold in Europe and perform cold weather training. Thanks to the presence of this major resource, the Marine Corps can not only launch major operations from Norway with European infrastructure, but has also established it as part of their cold weather training setup. Funding for this type of resource would be hard to come by in modern times, but it was more abundant during the Cold War. U.S. Marines regularly arrive at Evenes Airfield in Norway, then move to Elva Gardsmoen training camp for exercise cold response. Elva Gardsmoen military camp is located near Bardufoss in northern Norway. Cold response is an important aspect of the Marine Rotational Force Europe training. Which aims to improve military capabilities and allied collaboration in harsh Arctic circumstances. The Marines complete in-processing procedures at Evenes Airfield, which marks the start of their cold response training. Pre-positioning Program Norway caves allow rapid deployment during exercises like Trident Juncture. When an exercise is organized, the process of removing equipment from these caves is meticulously planned and carried out. The procedure starts with assessing the equipment required to accomplish the exercise objectives, ensuring that all assets such as vehicles, weapons, and supplies are accounted for and ready for use. Military logistics specialists organize extraction from the secure cave facilities, which are strategically positioned for easy access and mobility. Once removed, the equipment is inspected, maintained, or updated as needed to ensure full operational capabilities. Subsequently, it's delivered to designated training sites or points of deployment using a combination of land convoys and airlifts provided by military transport units. This logistics operation is critical to the success of exercises such as Trident Juncture, as it allows Marines to efficiently execute training scenarios while operating in the tough conditions typical of the Norwegian landscape. Norway is also the ideal location for Marines to perform exercises such as Exercise Stratmobex, a no-notice exercise. Exercise Stratmobex is a training exercise which tests the United States military's ability to rapidly move troops and equipment to strategic areas throughout the globe. A no-notice exercise is a drill that begins without prior notice to the participating units, replicating that unpredictability of real-world situations. This method assures that armed personnel are constantly prepared to respond quickly and efficiently to unexpected threats or emergencies, hence improving operational preparedness and response efficiency. MCPPN caves are positioned so that they are close enough to Varnes Air Station. Varnes Air Station is an important logistics base for the USMC's activities in Norway. It speeds up the arrival and departure of Marines, supplies, and aircraft during rotations and drills. For this reason, the Marines regularly work with civilian contractors to transport vehicles and equipment from the MCPPN caves to Varnes Air Station. The distance between Varnes Air Station and Evenes, Norway is 877 kilometers. Another activity that occurs on a regular basis in Norway is transporting personnel and equipment from the MCPPN caves to ports and back. These logistical operations are huge in scope, with resources such as flatbed trucks, transport aircraft, and cargo ships being utilized to their greatest potential. The exercises assess the ability to manage logistical flows while ensuring equipment safety and operational readiness during transit. Coordination with Norwegian defense and civilian institutions is also important, emphasizing international cooperation. Periodic rotations and modifications to pre-positioned gear are also consistent with strategic readiness goals and tactical flexibility. Marines regularly team up with transportation support battalions to offload refurbished or new equipment and replace equipment that needs maintenance to keep the Marine Corps pre-positioning program in Norway running. Operations like these are conducted with ships, like the USNS First Lieutenant Baldomero Lopez. Baldomero Lopez is a roll-on, roll-off ship, also known as a ro-ro ship. These vessels are characterized by large vehicle ramps and transport mainly vehicles. Marines typically split into two groups, one loading trucks and the other offloading at ports and vice versa. For example, on February 19, 2020, U.S. Marines, Norwegian force-voted soldiers, and Norwegian civilian contractors collaborated to unload MCPPN equipment from the Britannia Seaways cargo ship at Bogenport, Norway, demonstrating effective multinational cooperation and logistical prowess. This activity was an important aspect of the logistics chain for exercise cold response, demonstrating the seamless integration and coordination of military and civilian elements. The equipment was previously relocated from Orkangerport to Bogenport, demonstrating the Marine Corps' pre-positioning program Norway's strategic mobility and readiness. This event demonstrates the system's competence and efficiency in supporting complex multinational exercises. While in Norway, the U.S. Marine Corps has learned to adapt to Arctic conditions and embrace vehicles like the Swedish Bandvagn 206. This all-terrain vehicle consists of two sections. The front can carry 6 troops, and the rear 11 more, for a total of 17. Weighing under 10,000 pounds, these tracked vehicles are also easily sling-loaded. At 64,000 pounds, the assault amphibious vehicle was developed by the United States. Because of their track design, they can move easily in the snow and tundra conditions of Scandinavia. To prepare for exercise cold response, the United States Marine Corps conducts extensive cold weather vehicle maneuverability training at Bjørkvik, Norway, to handle the tough Arctic conditions. This training includes extended driving workouts on ice and snow-covered terrain, developing skid control skills, and increasing tactical driving in low visibility and slippery circumstances. Marines deploy specialized vehicles, such as the Bandvagn 206 and M1 Abrams tanks, to operate heavy machinery in sub-zero conditions. Recovery operations, navigating limited paths, and coordinating with other units are all part of the training to ensure operational success. U.S. Marines also perform extreme cold weather survival training near Bjørkvik to prepare them for the harsh circumstances of Arctic missions. This training entails constructing snow shelters, learning to diagnose and treat cold weather injuries such as frostbite and hypothermia, and navigating snow-covered terrain. Marines are also taught essential survival skills, such as ice fishing and setting up safe and comfortable tents or bivouacs. The training emphasizes the significance of sustaining body heat and energy in extreme cold, allowing Marines to function successfully and safely in one of the most difficult conditions on Earth. Live firing exercises are also important under Arctic conditions. During a live fire drill near Settermoen, U.S. Marines displayed their ability to operate sophisticated missile systems. They actively used and fired the M41A7 Sabre and the M98A2 Javelin missile systems. This exercise was critical for determining the functionality and effectiveness of these weapons in the freezing Arctic temperatures. It also gives Marines hands-on experience targeting and eliminating stationary and moving targets, all of which are geared towards making them effective in modern Arctic warfare. Marine Corps Prepositioning Program Norway caves are not only a logistics stream, but offer the Marine Corps the ability to respond quickly to threats in Europe and support cold weather training. What turned out to be a mistake for the Cold War is now an indispensable resource for the U.S. Marines. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.